What's going on, guys? Eternal in back with another Ghost of Tsushima video, and today on Eternal's personal favorites, we are going to cover one of my all-time favorite builds for the Hunter. Now, if you've played Ghost of Tsushima for any time at all, you're going to know about this build. This particular build for the Hunter is pretty much a go-to, be-all, end-all, solo nightmare survival, speed run, just absolute devastation type of build. The amount of damage that this build can do is just absolutely disgusting. I think this is one of the be-all, end-all builds, period, for Ghost of Tsushima, not just for the Hunter, because this particular build can just do just about anything. It can heal you and your allies. You have high status effect damage. You have an overpowered ultimate. You have massive cooldown reduction. You have the ability to perfect parry, a little bit better than you normally would, which can set you up for heals, which will also increase your ultimate while dealing damage, building resolve, and all the benefits that come from a smoke bomb. This is just a stupid-ass build, guys. Easily one of the most powerful builds in the entire game, period, not just for the Hunter. This is the Hellfire Hunter build that I made eons ago. This is easily one of the best builds to go about running Nightmare Survival solo. A lot of people that run Hunter for Nightmare Survival solos will typically build something either just like this or very close to this. Alright guys, let's get right into the gear. So, as you see, I have a Moon Katana. If you can't Moon Master Cancel, you can always check out my video on how to perform the Moon Master Cancel, or at least how I do it. Maybe it'll help you, maybe it won't. If you want to run the Water Katana instead, feel very free. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Easily the second best in terms of overall DPS, if you're unable to do the Moon Master Cancel. So we have Perfect Parry Window, Ultimate Damage, Moon Master, and Burning Blade. I don't even really use my Moon Katana on this character very frequently, so you could definitely rock a Water Katana instead if you wanted to. Maybe get Water Master to make Surging Strike stronger, and maybe Intimidating Counter or Burning Blade. It's whatever you want to run, but this is what I run on mine. Perfect Parry Window is so good when you have Blessed Arrows. It is so good because you can get 1 to 2 headshots off per perfect parry, so if you're really hurting for health, or your team's hurting for health, and everybody's like right on top of you, you can heal yourself and allies. Helps build your ultimate, you know, if you're running the Skipping Stone Bow, you know, with this build you will be, so you'll be able to hit, you know, more than one target with those headshots. It's just great for this character, great for this build. You could definitely replace Burning Blade with Intimidating Counter if you want, but generally when I perfect parry, I don't go for the sword attack. I go for headshots for the Blessed Arrow heals, and to further build my ultimate. But as for quite possibly the second best legendary in the entire game, at least to me, my opinions, of course, Skipping Stone Bow. So whenever you get a headshot, your arrow is going to ricochet to the nearest target. I think this used to do headshot damage twice back in the day. They've nerfed it a couple of times. They've pretty much nerfed that aspect of it, and then they also nerfed it to where you don't get resolve on the additional target hit when you get a headshot. None of that matters. The Skipping Stone Bow is still incredibly OP. Amazing legendary. Don't let that persuade you. It's not going to matter. And we're rocking it with range damage and reload speed. The reason why is because reload speed is going to help us reload cancel if you don't know how to do that. Joey Dominguez and some other Ghost of Tsushima content creators have amazing tutorials on how to do like all the animation cancels and reload cancels, so feel free to check out the channels for that. Range damage, obviously, just gonna help with your regular shots, your ultimate, and your class ability, which we're running Explosive Arrow. And then you can either run Helmet or Shield Piercing. It just depends on what you're doing. and whether or not, you know, there's going to be more guys with helmets for the week or shields. So I have one with both. You know, I've got one for helmet, and then I've got one for shield. I've got a couple of these line arounds, you know, with different perks, but the range, damage, and reload speed are always the same. And then for those that have helmet and shield piercing ammo, I have headshot refund because you want headshot refund. If you're not doing like Plat 7 and people are running munitions with you to help supply you with ammo to where you can run helmet and shield piercing ammo, you're gonna want this. Even with munitions on the smoke bomb, headshot refund is just it's broken for the hunter. Again, just stupid as hell. As far as the hunter charm, we're rocking a second stack of ultimate damage, perfect ultimate damage for a total of 40%. With hunter ability radius maxed out at 100%. You know, if you follow my channel at all of my stuff is maxed out, especially with the new system they got going to where you can just, as long as you have the honor, you can max shit out now. It's I had this shit back when it was an absolute pain in the ass trying to get perfect rolls. So yeah, perfect rolls on everything, but that hunter ability radius, whether you're running staggering arrow or explosive arrow, my god, it's absolutely ridiculous how much damage you can do per spawn, per wave with explosive arrow. And then staggering arrow is just going to help you build your ultimate faster and just keep everybody locked down for you and your team. Staggering arrow, not a bad option, not a bad secondary option. But I myself like to run explosive arrow 90% of the time based on what I'm doing. So we're rocking this with blessed and foul arrows because that shit is ridiculously OP. The blessed arrows are going to allow you to recover health on the enemy hit as long as you're close enough through headshots, and it's going to be able to heal you and your team. So if you're right on top of somebody, or you run into a group and you ultimate, or you run into a group and throw your smoke bomb down and you start getting headshots, you're going to heal like crazy. It's amazing. Super, super good. I think it's one of the best ways to self-heal in this game without having like a mist or that absolute garbage of a legendary touch of heaven. And then foul arrows, you know, an argument can be said for Fire Master because we are getting status effect damage in the skill tree for the techniques for perk 2. But I like foul arrows, so pretty much what I like to do is run into a spawn, try to hit the largest HP enemy with a headshot to make sure that the explosive arrow goes off twice through the skipping stone bow's headshot ability, and then that enemy is going to be weakened. Therefore, they're going to take 25% more damage. Being able to headshot a couple of the Elder Oni Lords and stuff like that before you ultimate is nice too, because it's just going to make your ultimate do 25% more damage. You don't need it, but it helps. Really nice for your exploding arrow to do 25% more damage against those targets. Really, that's the only thing you need to worry about. I think it's better than Fire Master because even without Fire Master, you're going to kill most of the enemies anyway, and if you weaken the other enemies that aren't going to die to it naturally, they may through foul arrows. It's just phenomenal. Blessed and foul arrows, I think it's one of the best class-specific perks that you can get on any character, especially for this build. That just works so damn good together. God, I love it so much. And then we are running Spirit Kunai with cooldown on kill, status effect duration, supermassive, and hidden blades. The reason why is because when we go to use our exploding arrow, we are going to do that and then pick off all the enemies that are just about to die through the Spirit Kunai as they're burning from exploding arrow to reset all of our cooldowns, including explosive arrow. This gets ridiculous. The fact that you can run into a group, exploding arrow, sit there and wait a second or two, throw your kunai, then throw your kunai again, then maybe even throw your kunai again, and now you have your exploding arrow back in like 5 to 7 seconds. It's so ridiculous, so powerful. You almost don't even need your ultimate when you do this properly. It's so ridiculous. I love it. And then we're closing out the build's gear with smoke bomb for obvious reasons. You want to run in, get as close to the enemies as possible, get them grouped up, maybe even have a barrel nearby. You want to throw your smoke bomb down, get as many headshots as you can through, and reload speed with the reload cancel, use your ultimate, or throw your smoke bomb down, and then you want to use your explosive arrow, and then throw your spirit kunai. You're going to have cooldown and cooldown on kill on this to get it back as fast as possible. Spirit kunai is going to help this tremendously, and then you're obviously going to have munitions on here to get back any arrows that don't clip heads, because it does happen to the best of us. And then lucky to just try to get it back if you happen to goof, or you don't have a spirit kunai set up ready to rinse, repeat, that type of stuff. Guys, this is easily one of the strongest builds in the entire game. It is so stupid powerful. Alright, so that's going to be it for the gear. Now, as far as the techniques are concerned, we are running explosive arrow for this particular build. If immunity week presents itself, you can always play around with staggering arrow or spirit archer, even though I think spirit archer is trash. But explosive arrow is easily the most powerful class ability in the entire game. Now that Raging Flame has been nerfed, and with all the ways that you kind of have to cripple yourself to utilize Raging Flame's damage from the samurai, I'm not sure it was ever more powerful than explosive arrow, but it was definitely broken, which is why they nerfed it. I don't know why they never nerfed this, but it's a good thing they didn't. But yeah, this thing is absolutely phenomenal. And then we are rocking our second legendary slot here, so that we can run the Spirit Kunai and the Skipping Stone Bow to further increase our damage from Exploding Arrow and our Fire Arrows from our Skipping Stone Bow. Don't forget about those. We are getting status effect here, which is also going to do 50% more damage to those that you hit through headshots that are or that will become weakened. Just absolutely ridiculous amount of extra damage. The ways you can go about utilizing this, very simple. Obviously, explosive arrow is gonna take a lot of this, as well as your fire arrows. Also helps when you hit explosive barrels as well. This is gonna increase the amount of damage done through that as well. And then to round off the build, to do as much damage as we possibly can, we're getting All-Seeing Eyes so that we can hit 10 targets with this broken-ass perk 3 for the Hunter with the Skipping Stone Bow. Obviously, you can only do this with the Skipping Stone Bow, but my god, is it absolutely ridiculous. All-Seeing Eye, just, you go in, you shit on an entire spawn, and then you go and use your explosive arrow. If it's off a cooldown, you rinse, repeat between explosive arrow and your ultimate, and yeah, the Hunter just shits on everything. So yeah, that's going to be the gear and the techniques. I will go ahead and show off the build. I haven't done this week's Nightmare Survival yet.
Eo's realm sent its
so
and horrors.
As per Hunter style, running shit on everything.
With fire and
gonna go for this
they spread
fucking dickhead right here.
Fear
not even worry about that shit. Just kind of get everybody kind of close.
The ghosts alone stood against them, outnumbered but not outmatched.
My goodness, my headshot fucking game is like super weak right now. Didn't seem to matter though, did it? Oh, didn't see that coming. Yeah? Wowzers. That was broken. Just to get our ultimate back. Okay! Oh, what is this game? Alright, so... oh man, that was amazing. Alright, obviously we don't give a shit about... Look at that, everything's back. Here we go with... How the fuck did he take damage? Dude, this shit is ridiculous. Oh, I love that. Alright, let's run around, get everybody kind of grouped up. Do a little this. Do a little that. Weaken. Do a little this. Do that. Look at this
no
shit.
hesitation.
Now, since he's weakened, let's go ahead and...
The Oni's
Yeah, bitch.
malevolent body grew still.
Alright. So then there's that. I'm a little sloppy right now. It's been a little while since I've played it, but obviously this shit just kicks so much ass. Run, 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 run over here. Run, 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 run. Any Borderlands 2 fans? Any Tiny Tina fans? You know what? Fuck this guy. Alright, 2 fire arrows kills a Tengu. Let's go. Hey guys. Alright, we're gonna use this exploding barrel to our advantage here. Try to get everybody grouped up. I think there's still a dickhead down here, some shit. I don't know. There we go. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and get our headshot right there. Do a little of that. Do a little of that. Do a little of that. Yeah, guys, this shit's stupid. Oh, did this guy not want to play? Oh, he really didn't. Wow. Not only did I miss that. And you can sit here and pelt these guys. See what I mean? I mean, I missed a couple of headshots, but who gives a shit? And do a little of that. Get your shit back. This. It's just, guys, this shit is so stupid. This is just one of the most powerful builds in the game, hands down. The explosive arrow damage, and then the fucking 10 enemies hit through the ultimate. It's just... How many times can I say it's ridiculous with that? You know what I mean? I mean, like, it's redundant, but it's true. Yeah, this build, guys, ugh, amazing. The Hunter, and I don't care what anybody says, obviously this is just my opinion, whether it's true or false. Again, I don't really care. I think the Hunter is the most powerful class in the entire game, through just the simplicity of what I just showed you. And I even made mistakes and still came out with full health, wiped the waves. I mean, just ridiculous. Absolutely love this build. Easily one of my favorite builds of all time. Had to make its appearance first for the Hunter, for Eternal's personal favorites. There's absolutely no way I could not post this build. But alright guys, that's going to be an example of the build. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to smash that like button and subscribe to stay up to date on all of my content. I appreciate you guys coming out, and I'll catch you on the next one. Deuces!